Hi everybody, this is Steve from OpenBOM and welcome to the April 2020 update of the collaboration features. This is the April release has some exciting new collaboration features and I'd like to take you through them. I'll try to make it quick, but I'd like to cover them all in detail. So there's two primary use cases we're going to discuss today. One is sort of the collaborating with myself use case. It's where a single user is working with multiple BOMs and catalogs and they all are related to form a product. And the second use case is working with a team. So let's go ahead and get started with the first case. I'd like to open up a wireless router bill of material that I've created using a CAD integration. And the goal here is to update some cost information and have it reflected in the BOM. So specifically, I'm looking for some the rubber feet that go on the bottom of this BOM. This BOM is multi-level, so I'm going to take a look here. I think it's in the router base. Yeah, here's the rubber foot that goes on the bottom. There's 4 of these in my bill of material. Now, the cost has been reduced, and I see that the cost is currently $1.99, but I notice the cost is coming from a catalog, and I can tell that because the cost property is in brackets here. So how do I get to where the cost is mastered so I can make the change? Well, I use the item information from inside the BOM, and I can see that this particular item's information is mastered in this catalog. I'm going to use this little command here to open that catalog directly. So I'm looking at the catalog right now of wireless router components for my company. So I'm going to do a quick search and look for the rubber foot. There it is. And I see that there's the cost is $1.99. Now before I change that, I want to return to the BOM where this is used and have you take note of a few things. Here's the cost of the rubber foot. This is the cost of the subassembly. I told OpenBOM to roll up the cost of all the parts in this subassembly for router base and display it as a extended cost here in my bill of material. So the extended cost for this router base is about $10, and the total cost for my wireless router is about $32. So kind of keep those in mind. $1.99 here, $10, $32. Okay. Let's go back to our catalog and change this to 99 cents. Okay, we see that change has been made. Return to our bill of material. And we see that rubber foot is now $1.99. We see the cost for that particular subassembly has gone from $10 down to $6, and the total cost for our entire bill of material has gone to $28. So that's very important. That change was instantaneous. Now in the past, you may have had to refresh the browser, you may have had to wait a few moments for that change to be incorporated. So now those changes happen immediately. So that's very helpful when working with multiple bills of material or catalogs that are all related. You have them all open at once. So there's some other improvements around that automatic update that you'll discover that have to do with multi-level and calculations. So go ahead and take a look at those. Second use case I want to dive into right now is for the team, and to demonstrate that I'm going to open my team administrator dashboard. Now I happen to be signed in right now as a team administrator account, and let's go ahead and open our team user admin dashboard. And I've added a new user to my team. This new user is called 67U1. That's the name of the new user. And in my use case, I'm going to ask my new user, 67U1, to take a look at this wireless router and make some changes, maybe go through some more additional cost down. And to do that, I'm going to create a folder for my wireless router, and I've got a cost down folder here, and I'm going to put this wireless router in my cost down folder. So let's do that. Wireless router, cost down. I went ahead and saved that in there. Now in this release, this April release, all team folders are now available to all team members. That's some new behavior. So let's jump over now. I've signed in incognito as 67U1, and I'm going to take a look at my team folders. Here we go. I see I have, let me finish signing in. I see my team folders have a wireless router, and here we go, and I've got a cost down folder in there. Again, this structure is created by my team administrator, and I see that here's the wireless router, and I can continue to do some work on that. As an individual, I may also want to create my own folder structure that only I can see. I'm going to create a folder called Work in Progress, and I'm going to add this to my Work in Progress folder. So what we see now is that this bill of material can exist in both my own personal Work in Progress folder as well as a team folder that is administered by the administrator. Okay, so team folders being visible to the entire team, new for this release. A few other things that are also new is the entire production planning area is visible to all team members. This is one of the most requested things that we have had over the last few months. And let's just go through and take a quick peek. Order bombs that were created by others on my team, I can see those, and maybe I'm in the planning department and I need to do some work with order bombs. I can have access to those. Vendor lists, also any vendor list that my administrator has created is available to any member of the team, so that is very helpful. And finally, in production planning area, purchase orders, all purchase orders are available as well. So if I'm that person on the team that is responsible for placing POs with Granger or any of our contractors, I can easily have access to the PO area without having it to be explicitly shared with me. So production planning available to all team members, that's a big deal. And next, let's take a look at administration. Also some big changes here. Property tables. All property tables are visible to all members of the team. Maybe my administrators created a special property table with some properties in it that are unique to my team. Here I've added split cost, for example. That's available to all members. And finally, almost finally, one of the most requested features is sharing templates among team members. This release, we finally have it. So any template that is created by an administrator is visible to all members of the team. So if you have a BOM template for creating a particular type of BOM that has some particular properties predefined in it, those are now available to all members of the team. So I hope you find that useful. We'd love to hear from you at support@openbom.com. Enjoy.